It's Thursday, April 25th, 2024. I'm up at Five Rivers Environmental Education Center. Just came out here after work, rode out here. My bike's back up and working. It was down for 2 days. Um, Tuesday morning, when I went to leave, I discovered I had a flat tire, my rear tire of the bike. Got the tire reinstalled, I patched the tire, reinstalled it, let it sit overnight, and then I discovered Wednesday morning it was soft. Okay, so get home Wednesday night, and I just check it out, and I find that there's a second pinhole leak in the tube. So I patched that leak up, and well, actually, I didn't patch that leak. I patched up the first thing a little bit better because I thought, oh, I must have gotten the patch good and tight. I was kind of rushing the first time I put it on there, and I didn't let it cure long enough because I wanted to really ride in as soon as Wednesday. Okay, so Wednesday night I'm home, and then I found another hole in the tube, so I patched that up and let it sit overnight. It's good, but I and so I just figured, but I wanted to make sure it was fine, so I let it sit all day today and didn't ride in. It was a beautiful day. It would have been great to ride in, but I walked from the plaza down to Manans via North Pearl Street. I like to get out and walking is good too. I mean, bicycling is a lot of fun. I'll say that, but there are definitely health advantages to doing different types of exercise. So yeah, I'm out here doing some reading at Five Rivers, do a little hiking, um, try to get some exercise in. I always go to the town park after work. That's where I can walk down to. But if I ride the bike, I want to give a good test ride. It's good. Gears are still slipping a little bit, especially in the mid-range. I got to get into the shop for a tune-up. I mean, I've adjusted things as much as I can, but either the derailleur is a little bit bent off, it's a little bit bent and off, or chain's starting to stretch. So I need to do that, and I gotta look at new tires for the bike too, just because. I mean, I've only had the bike for 9 months now, but I've put 3,000, 4,000 miles on it. So, and unfortunately, those factory bike tires don't hold up that well, especially mountain bike tires. I mean, they're kind of like a little bit like off-road tires. The big, like I have my big truck, they don't hold up as good as regular tires do. Although, actually, I've had pretty good luck with it. I mean, I've gotten about 50 or 60,000. Well, I got probably about 50,000 off the first set of tires I had on the truck, and this next set will last probably life of the truck, the BFGs. But they're a lot. 35-inch truck tires are a lot more expensive, as you might guess, than the bike tires. Not going to be very good weather for going out of town this week. I mean, it's not going to be terrible, but I went out last week, so I'll be staying in town this week. Maybe the following week, or maybe the week after that, I'd like to do some more of the uh, Catskill Scenic Trail again. Now that things are spring-like and things should be nice and green, a week or two out that way. Or maybe I'll do an Adirondack trip, but I would like to do this one of the Catskill Scenic Trail. Other than that, it's just been super busy at work. I doesn't have to be as busy as work as I've made it. I've just really been, working hard to get the data files cleaned up and just trying to, always work on developing new code and new processes to do things more efficiently and more accurately with less errors and, better information. Just keep developing things so when I get that call and somebody needs something, I can bang it out quickly and deliver the kind of results they want and they need. And I really do like my job and where I work. I mean, the big thing now is just figuring out what I'm going to do for my housing situation. I mean, I think I can stay in my apartment for a while, but I really do want to build that cabin. But it's just a lot of planning out and figuring out what exactly what the right land is, what the right state is. Do I want to stay in New York? I mean, I'm thinking about going to a trip uh, this fall to Southern Ohio. I want to check out around there. I like West Virginia, though I have some problems with some of the politics of West Virginia. But yeah, um, I like to live somewhere that's a lot less expensive than New York is, and a lot more freedom. Both not the burn ban and the gun laws and stuff that New York has. But I don't know. I mean, my career's here in New York. My family's here in New York. There's a lot of decisions to be made, and I just also keep studying different house styles and building styles and materials. Because I want to build the right kind of structure that's sustainable and will last a long time. Won't need a lot of work. Can heat with wood, but not so much wood that I'm always chopping wood and having to work too hard. And and then solar and as few off site resources as possible to sustain it. Just because I don't want to have to work a million years. I want to put the money into the property and have something that will last a long time and serve my interests well, where I can have livestock and do the whole, and have fires and stuff, and kind of like camping, but a little bit more wilder. But it needs to be in the right neighborhood with the right neighbors too, because you can try to wall yourself off with enough land, but it can be tough. You don't want the neighbors calling the town on you or have the town giving you shit. But yeah, it's been a very kind of crazy week. You probably saw in the news there was the article about or the person jumped off the bridge right next to my office. I didn't really see any of it. I know some of my coworkers went running over the window saying, "Oh, can we see the jumper?" I don't think you could see it from the office, but I didn't really care because, um, I just had so much work and stuff. So I made Johnny cakes tonight, and I used like a almost like a refried beans, but they were actually just made out of kidney beans that I cooked myself. I boiled them up and then the dried beans, and then I mashed them down. Put a little nutritional yeast on there, and some turmeric and some other spices, and they were good. But yeah, so things keep moving forward. Tomorrow's Friday. I want to keep reading. I'm reading this book about house styles. I'm just trying to learn about the history of housing and land and everything I can know about it. Just so I can make the right decisions. I'm not doing this all the time. I mean, I'm also trying to read other books and learn other things. Just keep my mind open. I mean, since I've discovered the Libby app and the Hoopla app from my library, and how you can get all these free ebooks right on your phone, and that's really the way to read these days. I mean, now it does not cost anything. You don't have to go to the library. You don't have to worry about the books getting wet or damaged, and you just carry your phone, which I already have on me. You can just I can take it wherever I need to. Like when I'm out here reading at Five Rivers, didn't have to carry a big heavy book around on my bike. Just had it on my phone. But yeah, Thursday. It's coming to a conclusion. It's starting to get dark out here at Five Rivers. It's nice to be back out on the bike. I'll definitely be riding in tomorrow. I do want to get the bike serviced though soon, so I can deal with the issue of the chain skipping sometimes, especially in the mid-range gears. I'm sure I won't be able to probably get the bike in until June, with how things go nowadays with getting appointments to a mechanic. But figure get the call, and if I can make the appointment, I hopefully just kind of drop the bike off one day and pick it up the next day in June or probably late June. Knowing how things go. Well, that's been today. I'll probably do more vlogs now that it's springtime. I'm out in the evening. Not sure if I'll do it all you know, seems like in the fall and the winter I don't have as much time to do this, but when I have the time for it, I might as well do a little updates. 'Cause I haven't been doing very well updating the rest of my blog at any rate. Well, have a great evening, everyone.